Hello again. Yeah, it's Richard Obiechie. I'm a professional HR, or I'll say HR professional, and I'm also a training consultant, management expert. I'm also a career coach. Yeah, and I love God. Uh, I love God. I love God's people, and I'm passionate about what I do. So I want to continue the conversation, with respect to capacity development, and I want to take my cue from the initial conversation, which I said that um, so many employees mistake experience with learning. There is a place for experience. You want somebody to do a particular function, and you have searched through your business and you have discovered that, oh, this person cannot do it. And then again, you know that there's a short time frame you have to be able to get that thing done, right? You can now do maybe a contract employment so that that project can be completed. However, for the people within your business, there must be what we call a learning plan, a learning agenda. For a small business, it could just be, let us take it again, how we make our tiger nuts. How do we brand? How do we sell? How do we distribute our products? You must be able to have such conversation. Lazy CEOs never make successful businesses. People who are not up and running, who have not designed a process where they are mindful about it. See, I'm not saying you should micromanage them. I'm saying you should have engagement sessions where you are looking at each division or each department of the business. So I want to pick again, for instance, logistics. You are into, say, what's it called now? Tiger Nut business. Tiger Nut, I don't know why it's on my mind today. So, and you want to distribute it across where I am right now, Lagos, right? And you have been doing it since the beginning of the year, since January. And now we are in April. You can say in April that you want to have a logistics training on how your processes run. This is a refresher course. You know your people are doing it, but then you are sitting with them now. You can even maybe get the help of a trainer and sit with them and say, okay, let's run through our process and see what are the bottlenecks, what are the issues. Capacity development is an ongoing process. Hiring a logistics manager does not equate having a learning management plan. Do you get what I'm saying? Those two are not synonymous. You must understand that. That is critical. That is essential to ensuring the future and the success of your business. All right. So a learning plan must be custom fit to a unique process, right? So if, for instance, your customer service, how do you receive calls? Who are the people who are responsible for receiving your calls? You must have a session where they tell you this is how they respond to an irate customer. This is how they respond to issues. Maybe they want to resolve issues. You must have a system where you reiterate, where you review, where you also instill some of the things that you are looking at. There are about 6 or 5 dimensions of capability development. All right. So I want us to look at that. Of course, you have to look at the area of organizational resources, right? Which talks about your assets, right? So capacity could be in terms of ensuring that you buy maybe new things for your business, maybe change the look and feel and all that. But that's not our conversation today. I'm just explaining that to you, right? Then, of course, the organizational infrastructure, right? The capacity could also mean that you look at your processes. That's also part of the things that we're talking about. You must look at the processes, the protocols, the structure of your business and say, I need to ensure that I put in the right things in place, right? But that is not the aim of this conversation. That is part of it, but not the aim. The third one, which is organizational knowledge and skills, which is the core of our discussion today. We must look at staff competencies and the expertise. The expertise and the competences of your people should not be downplayed. Any company that fails to have a systematic learning management plan in this season will cease to be competitive. Great organizations train their people. Great organizations ensure, or businesses ensure, that there is a program in place every quarter, that they are pushing things into them. When you go abroad, let's say for instance in Nigeria and you're a CEO, you go abroad. You are going abroad for number one, exposure. You are going abroad also for insight. You are going abroad also for knowledge receiving. So when you come back, you have a session. These are the things. Don't just buy gifts, buy impact knowledge. Don't be a lazy CEO. This is very fundamental. This is very important. And of course, there's what we call capability development in terms of organizational culture and climate. The values that you have, the values that you want to see in your business, the beliefs that you want to see, the attitude, the behaviors. Some of these things, you need to review them and you need to actually develop your beliefs in that area. And of course, again, you need to also look at organizational, engagement and partnership, how people interact, the interrelationship they have, the intra-relationship they have. So both internally and externally, how do they engage? You need to work on those things. Today, we're only focusing on organizational development with respect to knowledge and skills, but there are other areas, right? So you need, if you don't have this knowledge, that's fine. That's why you have somebody like me who can come in and help your people or help your business and be able to look at things in a different light and be able to maybe create or curate courses that can help your teams, focus on the things that are born in your heart, the things that keep you awake. You want to move from point A to point B. So I tell you something, it's possible. So we can sit together as a business owner and curate a 12 weeks plan. What I want my people to know in 12 weeks. And next 12 weeks, what I want my people to know in 12 weeks. That's how a forward-thinking business owner or CEO should think. I believe I've been able to pass across a message today. I hope I was not too harsh on you, but it's important because you're not in a business of dashing money. You're in a business of making money. And if you're making money, that means you're serious in your business. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to do a final video on this, and please look forward to that. Thank you.